Carl, we don't need to build it up too much. It's a massive game every year. How are you feeling ahead of Victory this year?
Yeah, confident. I think we haven't got the wins on the board, but we've played some good football to start, and the boys will be going into this game very confident on the performances we've put in so far.
You seem to have been getting things right defensively. How are you feeling about all these draws? Are you feeling pressure yet to get a win?
Oh, there's always pressure to get wins because that's what we're in the business for. But we've had it's a difficult start to the season with a draw that we've had. The 2 away trips to Perth and Brisbane are difficult trips, and with the champions at home as well, and now our biggest rival at home as well. So it's really looking forward to it. The atmosphere of these games are fantastic, and just looking forward to the players going out and continuing on the way that they've been playing in the first 3 games.
You talk about that atmosphere. Obviously, you've had a home game, but this one's always the biggest of the season almost. What are you expecting from the crowd out there?
Yeah, look, it's well known, the rivalry between the 2 clubs and the supporters as well, and the fierce competition between the clubs as well. So I expect the atmosphere to be electric, like it always is in these games. Our supporters really get behind us, and it means a lot to them these games. So I'm sure the players will get a good lift from our support.
Do you have any favourite memories of the rivalry from your time, either as a player or a coach?
Yeah, look, I have to say it was most probably the first league game away to Victory that we played over there. Well, actually, the first one here was, so there's quite a few actually. There's quite a few firsts. The first one here when we won 1-0 and we scored, within the first minute, and then Richie Alligic got sent off. That was a big game. And then when we went there and we beat them 1-0 there as well, and I scored. So yeah, it's always, that first season was always bring back good memories.
I wanted to ask, are there any specifically involving you that you remember? Like, I mean, you were never at Kevin Muscat's throat, like we all remember that iconic vision. But any specific memories for yourself?
Yeah, I always say to Huge, that first goal that I scored, he was in goal, so I always make that, just always remind him of that.
Can you give us an insight into what you're going to do with Craig Goodwin? There's a lot of talk. Is he ready to start? Or you use him off the bench? What are you planning this week?
Yeah, look, I think, as I said, I think the team has performed well, and the players that have started the games have done what I've expected from them. So it's one where I'm still not sure myself. We've done a little bit of work with Craig in and Craig not in, so we'll just wait and see how he pulls up. Because at the end of the day, we need Craig for the full season, not just for one game.
It looks like would it be fair to say that that's probably been the one area you really would like to improve, just that front third, the finishing, and that sort of touch that someone like Craig has? Yeah,
most definitely. It was the same sort of a little bit of an issue last year as well. We created a lot of opportunities, and we just lacked that final cutting edge. And so far in the 3 games we've played so far as well, we're creating the opportunities, which is pleasing. We just need, as you say, just either a little bit of luck or a little bit more creativity, or just a little bit better understanding on how to take the chances that we're creating at the moment. But as I said, I'm happy with the way the team's performing. We've been very solid at the back, and other than the Melbourne City game here, we've been very tight at the back.
So who holds someone like Goody back? You said it was about, you want to make sure he gets through a whole season. I imagine he's not holding himself back. He wants to play every minute of every game. Is it you? Is it the?
Yeah, no. Look, it's my call, and it's more match conditioning. He's missed a big chunk of pre-season and missed all of our pre-season games, so we're just slowly building him up so when he does come into the team, he can play the 90 minutes.
George Blackwood close to playing?
Yeah, George is back. He's full training this week, so he's up for selection this week. Again, it'll be one where we have a look whether we can give him some minutes this week, or we play an internal game on Saturday morning as well with our youth team, whether it's better for him to have minutes in that game.
How important is it to have him fit and putting pressure on Cassini up there?
Yeah, most definitely. George is, can score goals and has that bit of quality in around the edge of the box. So, you know, when he gets fully fit, you know, he'll be pushing to get in the starting 11 as well, which is what you want as a coach. You want all your players to be pushing to get in that starting 11.
Is there a point with runs of draws where they start to feel like a lot? Like if you had 4 or 5 draws in a row, do they start to feel like a loss?
No, not really. I think it all depends on, you know, away from home, you know, most coaches will take a point. It's, you know, if we get a big run of draws at home, then it's not great because you need to win your home games. So, you know, we'll see. We've got tomorrow's night's game, and as I say, it's a big game against Victory, and we're expecting to get the 3 points.
And no Harvey Lopez this week. What's your plan there at the back?
Yeah, look, you know, Harvey unfortunately got the 2 yellows last week and will miss this week. So, you know, we'll just have a little bit of a shuffle of the back line. You know, I'm not one, as I say, I'm not a big one for making too many changes in the starting 11. So we'll just make a small adjustment there. And, you know, Nick Ansell came on last week, and so, you know, he's fully fit and is available to play.
What were your thoughts on that challenge so late in the game? Do you wish he would have just kept his head a little bit?
Look, I haven't looked back at it. My first indication when I watched it live was that he won the ball, so I haven't gone back and had a look.
Did you tell him to maybe zip the lip a little bit?
No, you know, look, Harvey is very passionate. It comes part of where he comes from. You know, he's Spanish, very passionate about their football, and wears his heart on his sleeve. And you know, his English is, you know, he still struggles a little bit with his English. So, look, Harvey, you know, I have no issues.
Melbourne probably aren't historically as strong as they have been previously, but they have started the season well with a couple of wins. What are some of the weapons that you have?
Yeah, look, you know, they've recruited very heavily this year. You know, Popper has a lot of success in the A-League. He, you know, has won a lot of premierships here. So we know they're defensively going to be very well organised. But then saying that, you know, the attacking threats that they have got quality. So it's something that we have to be mindful that we don't get caught on the break or caught with the quality of the front players that they've got in Rajas and Economides and Cruz. So they've got a lot of quality in that front third as well.
Just Carl with this AS, he came off at half time last week. Is he going to feature today? Sorry, tomorrow?
Look, hopefully. You know, we took him off precautionary last week. Whether he's fit enough to play, you know, that's, you know, I'll leave that decision up to Issa. And, you know, he's got till tomorrow to make that decision.
One day as well, so he has a chance to feature too?
Yeah, one day he's back. You know, he's been back full training now for a week and a half, so he's up for selection. So, you know, if Issa can't get up, you know, one day we'll take part in the game.
What's Issa's issue?
It's just a bit of a hip flex issue. You know, he's had a few little niggles over the pre-season, so, you know, it's something, again, we're just mindful of, that we don't want it to turn into a major thing and an ongoing injury concern.